Welcome back to 30 Act 2. My name is Megan, and this is week 16 of my journey to become a full-time actress in Scotland. Good morning, Gilly. Good morning. Are you sad today? Gilly definitely has moments throughout the day where he's clearly missing Brody. And he just looks so sad, but he does get up and he does eat his food, and then he is okay. So this morning I have got 2 voiceover auditions to do. I don't have a soundproof room. What I do have though in the back room is a mattress. So this is my makeshift sound booth. So I've got a duvet, and inside here I've got pillows on the floor and I've got a mattress up against the wall. And we'll see how this works. So I signed up to this website called Voices, which is for voiceover auditions. But I'm not entirely sure how to use it. So I got a request through today and I sat and I recorded it. And it was fine. It was a little script. Learnt the script, did the 2 voices that were in it. Clicked submit. It wouldn't let me submit, so then I had to convert the file and I had to do all this nonsense. And then I submitted it, but it didn't give me like a confirmation that I'd submitted it. And then when I went on it on my phone, it was still there. So I resubmitted it by recording it directly onto the audition. I have assumed that it was just like lost to the void. I have no idea where it went. After the voiceover drama, it was through to Edinburgh. We were filming a dream sequence that we'd actually shot outside before in the freezing cold, but the team needed some indoor pickup shots. I'm half an hour early and sat in the car because I actually haven't got the energy to go in. I totally thought I was really early. I got there half an hour early. I was at the wrong campus for the studio. So I'm now at the right campus, so I'm going to go in because now I'm late. So after all the kerfuffle of going to the wrong campus and thinking I was going to be late to set, I actually arrived at the same time as the other actor. And then when we tried to find the room in the uni building, we actually couldn't find the studio, so we got a wee bit lost. So we were quite late in the end, but nobody minded. Nobody was really running on time. And then we started and they wanted me to scream into the camera, which was really cathartic. It was really nice. But after about 5 or 6 takes, we realised that the sound hadn't actually been recording, so we had to do the takes again, which is fine. But as you can hear from my voice today, my voice started to go quite quickly. I honestly think that I may have burst the eardrums of every crew member, and I'm really sorry for that. But it was so fun, even though I was really tired and I couldn't really be bothered when I got to Edinburgh. The second I got on set and the camera turned on, it's like something in my brain switches and I just felt so much more alive and ready to go. And it was a really great shoot. So this morning I submitted my application for Rising Star Scotland. Now this is run by Screen Scotland and is an application to be part of their Rising Star programme. Now with this programme you get access to industry professionals and mentorship, and it could really help accelerate my career. At the end of the day, I'm at a position where if I don't try everything, then what am I doing? So I've sent my application and fingers crossed, who knows where it might lead. Life isn't all glitz and glamour. Sometimes you have to get involved with building things at your parents' house. My dad is blind and he wanted to do the narration, so here it is.
We started opening 4 massive boxes. And then Megan is building it, whereas I'm filming and opening the packages and being the other pair of hands holding things upright before she screws in the connectors. Does it need jiggling along?
No, it's okay. It's just being stubborn. It's just because it's quite an awkward angle to do it at. It's filled with water because it's raining, so I have to put some of these here first.
So how many nuts and bolts are you putting in?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 5. 5.
Oh, 5.
5 on this one. At this point, the building of the garden furniture was going really well. A little too well. I got all the bolts in, no issues, and then we tried to put the arm on and realised that we'd put the wrong backboard onto the wrong seat bit and had to take it all apart again. This is where the table had lulled us into a full sense of security, because the table went together super easy. But no, the rest of it, not so much. So we eventually managed to figure it out, we think. Here's my dad trying to put the arm onto the end. As I say, it didn't really fit. It didn't go on. Yeah. However, we persevered, and after a quick lunch break and 6 hours of trying to put this L-shaped seating together, we finally managed to get it all put together. What do you think of your new table and chairs, Mum?
I think it's gorgeous. You've done a great job. And I think there we can have a nice palm pot plant.
That's the point I decided I really need to take Gilly home. So the weather was quite nice, so instead of driving to Tesco, I decided to go for a wee walk. How pretty is the canal? So nice. After the day of building furniture, a nice walk along the canal was what I needed. I'm about to have a meeting with a person who reached out to me because they're wanting to create a group for the 48-hour film project in Edinburgh. They reached out to me because I am on the database list of actors for this project. So I'm really excited to see what they are thinking, what their group's like. They've got 3 years of experience, so we shall see. There is also another group this evening that I might be going along to, depending on how this call goes, because you can only really join one team because it's a 48-hour project. If it was longer than 48 hours and it was just lots of different projects happening, totally would do them all, but it is just 48 hours to create a whole project. So yeah, I'm excited for this call. So I've just got off the call. It seems really positive. It seems really cool. I think that means that I'm now part of the team. I don't really know. We'll see. I'm also not sure whether that means that I should still go along to the one tonight. I don't really know how to manage this. So one of the things I really struggle with managing in my day-to-day life is making decisions, because the guy I just spoke to, the team sounds really cool. He's still recruiting directors, producers, but he seems to have everything handled. He's done this 3 times. The one tonight is also ran by somebody who has done it quite a few times. I don't know much about their background though, and it's kind of a come along if you don't have a team. So I decided, because I now do have a team, that I wasn't going to go all the way to Edinburgh. So instead, I went out for coffee with Amy. It was really nice. I felt like I was treating myself for making a decision. Amy totally talked me into going out for dinner because she is a bad influence. Food was so good. It definitely helps me to be more positive when I'm out and about and doing things. It makes me happy. The rest of the week has been filled with house stuff. We are getting ready to get a new bed on Thursday, so we had to take loads of stuff to the dump. But obviously I then rewarded myself later by taking Gilly with me and Amy to Starbucks to get a pup cup. So that was week 16. And honestly, it was a jumble, and I know that. I went from being on a set for a student film at the beginning of the week to helping my dad build furniture to becoming a hairdresser to cut my mum's hair to literally building duvet forts so that I could do voiceover auditions to also just doing normal life like dump runs and cleaning the house and vacuuming. And also this dude here, straight after I'd had my call about the 48-hour film project, he sat at my feet where his litter box is under the desk and pooped. Right next to my feet. Not in the litter box, was it? No. I am so thankful for everyone that I have in my life that is supporting me to make these changes, to go on this journey of 30 Act 2. I know that deciding to be an actress at 30 is a bit crazy and it's an unstable career, but I absolutely love it. I love being in front of the camera. I love being on set. So I'm going to keep going. I'm just thankful that I have friends that are supportive of this, that if I'm having a bad day or a hard time, they're just at the end of the phone, or I have Amy next door. I 100% recommend becoming best friends with your neighbour, because it is the best thing that I've ever done. The fact that I can just knock her door and she's always up for going for coffee or going for a walk or just chatting in the garden is made my life so much easier. So next week I'm excited because our new bed is finally arriving. Woo! I also have a very exciting shoot on Wednesday. So I will let you know all about that in next week's video. Thanks for watching. Follow on TikTok at Megan, Rose and Brody.